In front of me is the other Richard, and he has the new camera with us, which is the 7DmkII with a new lens. So what's new about this camera?
So the 7DmkII is our latest camera for enthusiast photographers. It's really focused around sports and action photography, and as such has 10 frames a second shutter speed. Pretty impressive, an upgrade from the 8 frames a second of the 7D. We've also got a wholly new AF system, 65-point all-cross type AF system with Ultra AF as well, which is a technology we brought down from the 1DX and placed it into our enthusiast camera.
Yeah.
Also features a 20.2 million pixel sensor. ISO range, thanks to a dual Digic 6 processors, is from 100 to 16,000 ISO natively, then with 2 expansions to 25,600 and 51,200.
And what are the noise levels then?
Noise levels are pretty good, significantly better than 7D and better than 70D as well. So it's really good quality. It really allows you to expand your shooting possibilities and take pictures that you wouldn't have been able to take before, which is what we always try and do with our cameras.
Is this camera really pointed at the photographer, or is it also for the videographer?
It's mostly pointed at the photographer, but also the videographer. So we've got some new functions for the videographer as well. So dual pixel CMOS AF we launched in the 70D. We've also placed it in here. We've improved it slightly, and we've actually added the ability to customize how it performs as well. So you can adjust the speed at which it tracks from one point of focus to another point of focus. You can also adjust the sensitivity, which means that if something is walking in front of your subject, then you can adjust the AF system so that it doesn't jump to that subject, which is really useful if you're filming an interview situation like this even.
It's a bit the same like in the 1DX, where you can program your face detection for that.
Exactly right. It's just the same as you can program your face detection. You can program the dual pixel CMOS AF as well. Not quite as advanced as level as with the 1DX, but
therefore it's the 1DX.
But in terms of the autofocus itself, though, it is as programmable as 1DX. So we have the same 6 cases that we have in 1DX, so you can choose from case 1 to 6, each optimized for a slightly different type of movement, and then of course you can further customize that yourself. Also, you can really make this camera an extension of you with 11 customizable controls. We've also got a new autofocus lever which enables you to switch between AF selection modes or even entire AF settings. So if you're shooting something that changes its movement behavior in a split second, you can just really quickly change the AF settings and away you go.
I see you also got a new lens on it. What's it for lens?
So this is the new EFS 24mm pancake. It's f2.8 and it has our STM motor in it, so it's also great for movies. And the really important thing about this is, look, it's really thin.
It's really thin.
So as a pancake lens, it's the sort of thing you can use on a 7DmkII. You can have it in your camera bag, just put away like this. So whenever you see something you want to take a picture of, there's always a lens, it's always compact, and you can take some really nice travel and reportage shots.
And how fast is this lens? Is it
f2.8?
2.8?
Yeah. So,
pretty fast.
Yeah, so it's a pretty fast lens. It's fantastic for portraits, reportage, travel, those sorts of things.
What about the connectivity of this camera?
So we have USB 3. We also have a headphone output, microphone input. We've got, of course, the usual remote switches, the flash, HDMI. We've also got a new feature for 7DmkII, is a holder that goes on to protect your cables so that they can't be pulled out accidentally and damage the camera. So really useful if you're shooting movies, you want to set it up with an external HDMI recorder, because of course 7DmkII...
You place it in a rig, for example.
Exactly, because of course 7DmkII you can record uncompressed HDMI in 422, so this is really a feature that our customers have been asking us for a while, so we've implemented it into the 7DmkII.
When it's using the uncompressed output, is it the 8-bit output or 10-bit output?
I'm sorry, I don't know whether it's 8-bit or 10-bit. That's not something that we've disclosed at the moment.
Okay, so it's not known yet.
Not known yet. We can answer that in another time.
Okay. With this camera, there is also a lot of accessories. Is it compatible with the older 7D?
So it has a new battery grip. One of the reasons for this is we've improved the level of weather sealing on the camera, so we wanted to also improve the battery grip by the same amount. Also, we wanted to give access to the new controls we've developed. So we've got an equivalent of the AF lever, and of course the joystick, and of course the shutter button, and all those useful things. So we've added that, so we have a new battery grip. We've also released an update to the WFTE7, but if you already have a WFTE7, then you can use that, and you just need to buy the separate cable, which allows you to connect from a USB 3 camera into the wireless file transmitter. So if you already have it, we're not forcing an upgrade. You're able to use that.
You only have to replace the cable.
Only the cable, exactly right.
Just a few moments ago, you were talking about the connector to clip on the cables on the camera.
Yes.
Does this also count for the USB 3 cable for tethered shooting?
Exactly. So it will take the HDMI and the USB 3, and it just screws nice and neatly into the body. It's really useful.
Yeah, sure. What else can I ask you, which I haven't asked?
So, fantastic viewfinder as well, approximately 100%. It's our intelligent viewfinder 2, which means that you're able to customize much further than you ever could before what you see in the viewfinder. So of course you have a grid which you can switch on or off. You have dual axis electronic level, so you can see whether you've got a tilt on it, forwards, backwards, left, right.
Not only on the screen, but also in the viewfinder.
Also in the viewfinder, it's really useful. And we can also put a load of other shooting information on the bottom, so we can see what mode you're in, what picture side you're in. So it's really all about getting that shot. 7D Mark II, if I had to sort of sum it up, is a camera for getting that moment. You know, the moment when you've just taken your perfect shot and you have that wow feeling. That's what the 7D Mark II is about.
Is this also a camera which is compatible with the CPS program?
Yes, 7D Mark II will be in CPS as well.
CPS. Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.